Hi, my name is Chris, and in this video I would like to talk about the Sigma 150-600 Contemporary. So first of all, why this video? I know the lens has been around for a while, but if you're a bit like me and you're in the market for a lens, like this one for example, I love to watch a lot of YouTube videos about it, and if this video only tells you one thing you didn't know already, I think it would be great. And if you have any questions about this lens, ask me in the comments and I will try to help. I'm going to talk about the build quality. Is it heavy? What's it made of? What functions does it have? The buttons, the accessories, and I will show some pictures I took with it over the last 2 months. Let's get started. So 2 months ago I bought this lens. This is the non-sport version, and if you're wondering what I'm talking about, Sigma offers two very similar lenses which are a little bit different. This one is the Contemporary and there's also the Sport version. The Contemporary is made out of plastic and aluminium. This bottom part is aluminium, this top part is plastic. The Sport version is made completely out of aluminium. That's why it's also a bit heavier. It's 2.8 kilograms and the Contemporary is 1.9 kilograms. The Sport version is waterproof. The Contemporary is water resistant. Sport version is a bit longer and it has a lens diameter of 105 millimeters. And this one has 95 millimeters. Another difference is the price. This one costs 999 euros. The Sport version is 1599 euros. I bought this lens in a package deal together with the Sigma TC1401 teleconverter and the Sigma USB dock for the price of 1179 euros, which is a very good deal and highly recommended because you can use the teleconverter also on some other lenses. The converter has a magnification of 1.4. This means if you use it with the Sigma 150-600, it will turn it into a 210 to 840 millimeters, which is 40% more. And if you use it with the Canon 70-200, it will turn it into a 98 to 280 millimeters. But be careful, it won't fit with all the lenses. It doesn't fit with my Canon 50mm 1.4 because, as you can see, this doesn't fit because of the glass. The USB dock is about 49 euros and it can be used to update the firmware, and also you can use it to assign the two custom buttons. So what comes in the box? There's of course the bag. In the bag there's the lens. There's a lens cap, a huge one. Same as the lens hood. It's 8.5 centimeters. That's an extra 3.3 inch. The lens hood is easy to put on. It has a nice click and a nice feel to it, especially in comparison with the Canon EF-L lens, which is a bit hard to put on. The new RF lenses are much better. They have this button to release it, and you can also hear a fine click. Then there's this rubber band. You can use this as a bracelet to show your friends you're shooting 150-600, or you can use it on the lens instead of the tripod bracket. If you use the rubber band, you will save around 100 grams. As you can see, the tripod bracket weighs 120 grams and the rubber band weighs 20 grams. So if you really want to lose some weight, you can also leave the rubber band off. Saves you an extra 20 grams. The lens itself. As you can see, the lens is full of buttons. There's the focus button. It has 3 functions: automatic, manual, and a combination of the two, so you can manually adjust and tweak the focus when it's set automatically. There's the focus distance. You have full. You have 10 meters to infinity, and then there's 2.8 meters to 10 meters, and 2.8 meters is the minimum focus distance. This all means if you know your subject is in the range of 2.8 to 10 meters, you can use this setting so the lens will focus on this part and won't take as much time to focus as when you put it on the full range. So basically it decreases your focus time. The third button is used to set the optical stabilization. There's off. Option 1 is for general use. Option 2 is for fast moving objects. The last button in this row is the custom button and can be programmed, as I told before, with the USB dock. To do this, you have to use the Sigma Software Optimization Pro. If you want to know more about this process, there's a lot of YouTube videos that will show you how to do this. There's also a C on the lens which stands for Contemporary, so you really know you have the good lens. The last button on the lens is the lock button. You can lock the lens, for example, when you're carrying it around, it doesn't roll out. You can also use it to lock it on 8 different places from 150 to 600 and the points marked in between. That brings us to the 2 rings on the lens. There's a big zoom ring with a good rough grip to select the distance. It feels a bit hard to turn around, and also it takes a long way to turn around fully. But out in the field I haven't found any problems with that. And there's another zoom option on the lens, and that's this rubber ring which you can pull and push to zoom in or zoom out really quick. It's not really accurate. When you use it a lot, it gets better. Then there's the manual focus ring, and there's a glass window which shows you where the focus is at the moment. It also has some grip on it, and it doesn't stop at the beginning or at the end. So when using a follow focused or motorized focus tool, you won't put stress on any parts of the lens. This ring is also not really easy to turn around. In the field I didn't find any problems with that also. The lens is not waterproof, but it's water resistant, and as you can see over here, the lens has weather sealing, same as the teleconverter. This one also has weather sealing to keep some water out. Don't put it underwater, but for instance rain, it will keep rain out. So, what are my thoughts after 8 weeks of using this lens? Is it sharp? Well, as you can see in these photos, it's quite sharp, yes. I'm really happy about it, especially considering the price. Does it fit in my camera bag? Well, only if you have a really big bag, it will fit. I use the Manfrotto ProLite Bumblebee 230 PL, which is a huge bag. And it will fit in there quite easily. But in my old camera bag, it doesn't fit. Can I use it on a Ronin S? Well, if you want to. As you can see, the Ronin S can hold the lens. So if you want to use it like that, yeah, you can do it. I've used the lens to shoot some wildlife on several different occasions. I went to a national park and used it while walking around, and I also used it on a tripod. And in some other occasions I used it to shoot some landscape photography. When walking around, I didn't find it heavy at all. It was only 2 kilograms, and most of the time when I put the lens on in the morning, it stayed on there the whole day. So it wasn't heavy at all. Another thing I noticed when using this lens in a national park is that I saw a lot of other photographers using it. Here are a few pictures I took with this lens, and spring is arriving, so I will be out there making a lot more pictures. If you want to see them, follow me on Instagram. The address is down here. If you like my videos, follow my channel. I will be doing a lot of field trips. So if you want to see more of my photos or of my country, follow my channel. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. See you next time.